say
Gray State was gonna be cold, man.
Yeah. That was a man when I found out it wasn't coming out.
Yep. And it says,
read that part again.
It says these cybernetic implants provide a means for identification, all trade and communication between all people and races on the planet. That means all, big nations, little nations.
All great,
all nations, great nations.
Free and bond.
Everybody.
It's June, ain't no micro caragmas. It's June, head ass, boy. Hey, the Most High's gonna ball you up too, Nate, man. Right. You better be doing some serious repenting, bro.
Man.
Yeah, because honestly, man, hey, you ain't looking too good, man. You probably like a box of raisins over there.
Yeah,
man.
California raisins.
Like Apostle Tahar said, he said, the Most High should take that nigga out, man. He said it just like that.
Yeah, man. It says, although these implants are mandatory by law, there are those who have refused to accept them.
Wait, by law, because the UK is going before the Parliament this year to test the theory if the Karagma could be put in by law.
Right.
Look, man, the Vanessa ain't really working no more. That shit gonna disappear somehow. Something gonna happen to the point that they gonna have something happen so big to the point that they gonna have to do away with that.
Right.
And that's gonna be the whole cure of the you know what.
Right.
The you know what, the Karagma, man.
And the way they're gonna push it out, they're gonna make it seem like an angel of light. They're gonna make it seem like this is gonna solve all your problems. This is gonna be the resolution to the things that you experience in the day, man.
That's right. That's right.
They might throw you 50 bands if you take it, man. We don't know because they say they were deceived.
Right.
You know? To take it.
Yep.
It came out a while ago that they was microchip doing it to the kids upon birth in certain countries, man. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when the mother gives birth, she's pretty much she's all doped up. She don't really know what the hell is going on. They took the baby, they put a tube in it, put a you know what in it, and the baby is already fucking condemned, man.
It says, although these implants are mandatory by law, there are those who have refused to accept them, and those who do refuse are automatically branded as anti-peace T-words.
Yeah. So if we refuse, we basically gonna be, the terrorist.
Right.
Terrorist.
Yeah. They gonna find a way to flip the script to make sure you're the bad guy all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah. Not the nigga implanting everybody, pressing the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, they did it. Yeah, like this fucking hook-nosed Amalekite Falsey. It claimed out that the nigga's a fucking devil, man. And yet people still are supporting this guy, but all of a sudden it's a pandemic against the people that don't deal with Vanessa.
Right.
How the hell does that even make sense?
Right.
How the hell the people that ain't dealing with Vanessa is so goddamn contagious to the point they still alive, but people that took Vanessa is dying? Like, what kind of sense does make sense, man?
Because they had brought out that term during the sickness, super spreader, man. And that was basically being called a demon.
A super
spreader.
And they gonna do the same thing with the Karagma, man.
Yeah.
Hey, last year when this shit kicked off, bro, you called motherfucker ready to beat your ass, man. Motherfucker in the store hold they COVID shit, motherfucker do this like, they'll look around like. You look around.
Nigga looking at
Store get quiet as hell, like, they zoom in on like, man.
Yeah.
Man, bro, like, super spreader.
And that's the spirit, because I was telling Naka I watched that movie 13th Amendment earlier, and back in the day Hillary Clinton would call you something called a super predator.
Yeah, super.
And that's how they riled everybody up to get Jake those mandatory minimum sentences, man.
Yeah.
Because they basically made you a demon in their head. They push it in the news cycle. Super predator, And next thing you know, you can get 30 years for carrying a bag of dope in your hand, man.
Boy, your ass still a goddamn box of Oreos on the third strike. They giving you 25. They call it the bitch. Hit you with the habitual. You a Hey, you stole 3 goddamn Chico sticks and got caught. Now you a habitual fucking murderer. Like,
right.
Damn, I gotta serve 25 years for stealing 50-cent candy. Shit. But those draconian laws were written for Jake, man.
Yeah, they were.
It showed you that show 13 minutes that they just mentioned.
Yeah.
It was purposely created just to keep us, put us back in hardcore slavery in the prison system.
Yep. And it says, and these anti-peace combatants, I'll say, are hunted down and forced to either accept the Charagma or they will be removed from society in whatever way is decided at the time.
Everywhere, anyway. So, hey, death.
Yeah.
They feel like if you a big enough threat, man, just cut this nigga's head off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because hey, he gonna have a fucking it's gonna be a witch hunt. They gonna have people that's gonna come and looking for us, man.
Right.
You know, when they get the green light, the Most High giving the green light to roll on us, they gonna do it. Why y'all think they got something that's called Boston Dynamics, man? Like you got fucking robots, bro, that can shoot you from 1,000 yards away on point.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, what are we gonna do with that? It's got to be some type of divine intervention. That's why Daniel 12:1 tells you, hey, Michael shall stand up in that day.
Right.
Because he has forces at work that's coming for us, man.
Yeah.
And you are, in your mindset, you just a regular mortal, man. You get sleep, you get tired, you sit on the couch, you drink, you know, you gotta piss in the morning. You just a regular dude, man. Right. You probably ain't even the best fighter. You probably can't even run a half a mile. You ask yourself, damn, why the fuck this nigga gonna send an army of drones after me? Because he knows something is in us, man.
Right. That's right. That's it, brother. And what they basically described was the hour of temptation, you know? Like in a nutshell.
But let's get that Revelation 2. Yeah, it's on that.
A little bit, yeah. It says, these so-called combatants have a worthy fear of being implanted, as many of them are aware that beneath the wholesome and trustworthy public face of the Father Institute is a dark and unholy core with the ultimate aim of controlling all the peoples of the world.
Yeah, basically the Father Institution is basically equivalent to the 3-letter word and also the pharmaceutical research company. Because the pharmaceuticals, they own the DCC, we gonna say it that way. Okay, they own they own all this shit, man. Yep. They own all that.
It says, turning them away from the one true God with false promises of power, wealth, and prosperity. All right, that's those miracles they were doing, man. Promising you all of these things, you know. It says these combatants often follow God, live on the fringe of society, surviving on their wit and faith. God has granted his army of righteousness spiritual gifts to aid in their continual fight.
Read that again.
It says, these combatants, often followers of God, live on the fringe of society, surviving on their wit and faith.
Right, because hey, didn't the scripture say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability
That's right.
of thy times, man?
That's right, man.
And it says, be as pilgrims upon the earth, man.
Right.
So that's what it says, quote unquote, on the fringe of society, man.
Yeah.
It's living completely off of faith. And knowing that you're doing the right thing by refusing the Quran, man.
Yep.
Right.
It's gonna get real cold and technical, man. Like, it's to the point, like, see, I have a very active imagination, man. I played a lot of Metal Gear Solid, a lot of Splinter Cell, a lot of J. I always put myself in that type of mindset, you know. Sometimes you gotta blend in by being right there. Like they say, the best way to hide is in sight.
Right. In sight.
You know what I'm saying? You hide right in sight because let's just get a little out the box a little bit, right? Let's just say if you encounter a trooper, you at the detention center, and you end up taking out a troop. Let's just say that what if you have to put on the get up? What if you gotta act like you a troop for?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta think, man.
Right. Like I don't know if you brothers play that game Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But I ain't played it in a while since like the third one. But like basically you would take somebody out, man.
Yeah.
And then they looking for you, you just disappear into the crowd, man. You just walk normal and nobody knows you just took somebody out, man.
That's being
Put the hoodie on and just like blend.
That's real good. That's how they doing Hitman. Hitman, how many disguises the niggas got?
Right, like now.
He'll be right there.
Smoke that shit out real quick. Smooth as hell.
Smooth as hell with it. You in a whole goddamn y'all party and you get ready to clap a motherfucker, man.
You got a white coat on, like
He ain't looking for you to run it, but yet you a regular civilian.
Yep. This is the last sentence on this. It says, God has granted his army of righteousness spiritual gifts to aid in their continual fight against the persecution and corruption of the Father Institute,
Come on, man. It's even talking about the spiritual powers, bro.
Right.
So that's,
You see?
On this side.
Yeah.
On this side, man. And that's the thing, because when this whole Karagma is gonna be going down, brothers gonna be performing spiritual miracles, spiritual
Right,
powers,
man.
man. So it's gonna convince the people of the world. It's like, why we gotta trust in this dude, and this dude raising people from the dead?
Right.
This dude healing people from the sick. Why I gotta go over here and get chipped? That's why they gotta take your head off, man. 'Cause we doing too
Right.
much, quote unquote.
That's right.
We ruining the game, quote unquote, man. Cause the game is have people, for you people to believe that Esau can solve all your problems, man. Take the Karagma, everything be alright. But here you seeing brothers with spiritual powers making all kind of things happen, man.
That's right.
We're gonna be doing a lot of healing too, man. Because you know, first and foremost, part of the first gifts that was given was the gifts of healing, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, for one thing, for brothers to perform, like we gotta get healed, man. We all need healing. That's gonna be the first and foremost, man. Brother may come and heal you, man. I believe that's coming any day now, bro. We just gotta really believe it, man. Because like honestly, it's like I can't wait. You know, like I mentioned it in a video the other day, it's just like how much longer we gotta sit up here and take this abuse at the hands of these lowly people, man.
Hey,
You know, like we getting sped on by people that they can't even measure accountable to us, man.
bro, low level, man.
And we're low level.
Right. Right.
You know, we're low level, but they even lower, treating us like we're lower. You know?
Right. Yeah. I got that in
And you got a thought out here, a woman that had 12, 13 bodies on her, and yet she could basically play you like you're nothing.
Right.
We got to make that shit make
Right.
sense.
She's above you in this society.
Yeah. You know? You got it. Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Corinthians 12:5. It says, "In the Lord, and there are Salakia."
How long
and
have we
there,
been going on there? 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. It says, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit,
Right. So some brothers know what to tell you at the right times, man. You got older brothers that have been experienced things in the truth and in the world, to where if you come up with a situation, they could guide in the right direction. They say knowledge. Some brothers is well studious. Some brothers know a lot about certain subjects and things like that, so they can edify on that point.
Brothers have different backgrounds. Brothers have a military background, a finance background, you know, all
Just
of that.
like a body, man. Everybody
body.
got different functions.
It says, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit,
Right.
to
Brothers
another
deal-
the
brothers
working
deal with
of
the
miracles.
herbs. You know what I'm saying? You hit a brother up, you be like, okay, take this, whoopty wop, whoopty wop. Next thing you know, you good in a day or two, man. That's healing, but it's gonna be, you know, spiritual healing.
Right. Con. It says, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues.
Right, diverse tongues, because you got some brothers that can speak Italian, some brothers are good in the Hebrew, some brothers are good in Greek, you know, etc. And I kid you not, this wind is strong.